Hey guys, so this is like the second or third time that I tried filming this, so I'm just going to try to go with it this time. So this is my updated makeup collection, and I'm going to give you an aerial view of this because it's easier to explain that way. So I have my sponges here, my beauty blender, just looking pretty ratchet, and other stuff which I'm spilling everywhere. And then this is like my EOS collection, which is kind of embarrassing, but I play with them and mix and match them. This are some baby lips that I just are go-to. So all the stuff mostly up top is kind of easier for me to access. This is a spray, and then these are a lip liners along with some lip glosses mostly. This is an eye cream, and these are just brushes to contour with. I also have my this concealer that I'm using currently. This stuff over here is all of the go-to grab stuff. So when I'm doing my face, I just grab that box and just go on with it and just use everything I normally use. So these are the two foundations I normally use, which is Makeup Forever HD and the CoverGirl 3-in-1. And then I have the powders that I normally go to, which is the Bare Minerals and the MAC one. And then just like some other stuff like the mascaras I normally use and everything else. So they're just my day-to-day things that I normally just gravitate towards. So just make it easier for myself and put it there so it's not like more of a mess than it has to be and more of a hassle. These are just mini travel size things that I just got from like little samples and other things. And then over here are all the lipsticks that I like really are my favorites that like I don't need to open a drawer, they're just there and presented well. And then in here are just cosmetic wedges because I find that the easiest place to keep them and the cleanest. And then over here are clean face brushes. And these are clean eye brushes. These are dirty brushes that I'm currently using, so that's just easier for me to organize and so I don't get the clean ones dirty. So here is my foundation drawer. All of these have foundations and powders and concealers. So the first one here has a lot of ones that I don't really gravitate towards that much or that are my off-season color, meaning that they're like my summer colors, so they're darker tinted. And these are all of the ones that are my color now that I'm using. And then these are just concealers and some eyelid primers and stuff. And then these are just powders that I use. So that's that. In here are some lips. These are mostly balms and some chapsticks in there. These are mostly lipsticks and lip stains and other things like that. In here are just basically mostly drugstore eyeshadow palettes, and then on the bottom there's like single eyeshadows of higher end brands that I just have. A regular OCC Tarte, and then here are cream shadows and like the pressed pigments from L'Oreal. So I have some pressed pigments from L'Oreal, some pigments from I actually have some pigments from Bare Minerals, and then just other miscellaneous things, and some cream shadows from Tarte. And then this is the last drawer actually, so we got through that pretty fast. And this has all my blushes, which I do like blushes a lot. And then on the left side, I try to keep my bronzers here. So these are just some bronzers that I have. Mostly drugstore, honestly, because I don't feel like I need to spend a ton of money on bronzers. The only high-end one is this Stila One Step, which I don't use that much. And then here are blushes, which I do have more high-end blushes because I think I gravitate towards them more. And these are just the box blushes from Benefit. And I just have a couple of them. And then there's some NARS. I do have some NARS blushes and other ones. And then these are just drugstore. So then I have a Tarte one here, which I really like. So those are all my blushes and bronzers. I don't have too many highlighters. Some of them I just stick to, and I only have like 2 or 3. But anyway, and then I'm getting on to palettes. So I have some palettes. 2 are up there. They're just 2 Stilas and 1 Kat Von D. Over here, which I just spilled, I have this thing, which is this metal container that I got off of Amazon. And this is where I keep like my nice Urban Decay. It's like my Urban Decay, I think, like where most of my Urban Decay stuff is. And my Urban Decay palettes. These are the Wizard of the Great Powerful Oz, and these are just the ones that came out. It was, I think, it might have been like a year ago or something. So those are that, and then this is the Naked 3 by Urban Decay. I'm pretty sure everyone knows what that looks like, but it's just all of these. And then I have the Naked 2 as well, and then also the Naked Basics, which just fell behind there. So those are those palettes. And then I also have my go-to palettes, so those are pretty much go-to, but these are also more so go-to. So I've really been loving the Too Faced Naked Eye palette. I have another Too Faced, but I think it might be at school actually. And this is just beautiful. It's great. And it's a little bit different than the Naked palettes, to be honest, even though it kind of look the same. This I just got today, and it's the Dior palette, and trying to open it with one hand, this is really hard. This is what that looks like. It's super pretty. It has like all the shadows I love, and it just looks like that in the lights. So yeah, this is pretty much my entire makeup collection. I do have a lot of unopened things at school, which I might show you guys then, but I feel like that's not that interesting as compared to products I actually like use currently. So these are all the stuff that I use, and I hope that helped you. I think I lessened some of mine collection than before. I'm not really sure, but that is it, and I will see you guys later. Bye.